Hey, go get the blanket out the bag. Yeah, it's bad, but before authority. What are y'all doing?
Everybody, the bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Miami Dolphins and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Is it dry? No. Trying to get the blanket that you was trying to keep from. Go on, get the blanket.
To kick off, here's Ryan Stonehouse. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game.
You alright? Alright, yes. Another banana. Clean that first. Clean the banana.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Straight to the air they go. That's reeled in by Jalen Reed. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. They call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end block. It's 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Cowboy 80. 18, Pioneer. Go.
Here he is on 3rd and short. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Yeah, he dropped that.
We talked about it earlier. Brought a losing streak into the building with him. That is not a good start towards breaking that streak as they go 3 and out.
No, you want to bust that narrative. And the best way to do that is to start fast. And, well, once again, they're not.
Good.
So this one sails over the sideline, and they'll spot it where a touchback would go at the 20-yard line. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10.
60 bites.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Milton. He rolls to his right. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Set. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 19 Lions. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
3rd and long for him here.
That's not who I meant to throw that to, bro.
Intercepted. Picked off by Deontay Banks. And the Steelers take over as he records his 10th career INT. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. Caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful...
Finds a seam left side. He's off to the races. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers parlay the interception into points. Jaden Reed the touchdown. Brandon McManus on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is McManus to kick this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And to the house he goes. It's a pick six and a Pittsburgh touchdown. So now it's 13-zip Brock, but you've got to be even happier knowing that multiple phases of their game contributed to this lead early on.
I'm going to guess the defense probably not going to keep up with the offensive scoring touchdown for touchdown, but you can't script a better start.
Extra point try is good by McManus. And the Steelers drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Returnable from the 1. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And some excellent work to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Here's Milton, 1st and 10. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
I know I don't have to tell you, Kate. You call basketball for a living as well, and you know shooters got to keep on shooting. Quarterbacks got to keep on throwing. But boy, 0 for 4, this has been a surprisingly slow start.
He's got his man. That's Alec Pierce. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45.
That's good for Dolphins. First down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Dolphins.
60 Maverick, 60 18, Pioneers, 79 Broncos. Go.
Shotgun snap here to Milton. Sends this to the end zone. It is knocked away. A shot to the end zone. Answered there by a strong defensive effort. 2nd down. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, kid. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, then let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
7 Pirates, Dragon 60.
Curtin gonna throw again here, 2nd and 10. And the steel curtain just too much. He's taken down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A 10-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd down.
Mustang 19. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He puts some juice on it deep. That's grabbed inside the 30. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25.
60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 19 right.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard.
Here's Milton. Has it at the 7. And this play does have enough, Brock. That means it is 1st and goal.
17 yards. That's
19 tight. 19 tight.
1st down.
From the red zone now. And this is a Miami touchdown. The Dolphins lower the deficit to a single possession. Kicking team out to try the extra points. The point after splits the uprights. The Dolphins cut the lead in half. It's down to 7. Stonehouse now to kick this one away.
Where it go?
To return this. A great effort, but he got popped at the end of it. First down now, ball at the 33.
Here we go. Here we go. Cowboy 80.
From the gun, Milrow. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And he's hit and sent out right along that line of scrimmage, so no gain on 1st down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Did you go down in the garbage? Go. Girl, go put it in the garbage, Dad. It's not your sister job to clean up
2nd
that
and 10.
food.
Need to get some positive yardage here.
Let's go now. Hawk 70. Hawk. Ready.
Shotgun now for Milrow. Finds him over the middle. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
That's complete to Reed out left. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
So we're through one as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. It's a 14-7 game. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Flushed out of the pocket. Moving on into the red zone. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up, put some more yards on that stat sheet.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Running right, this is Taylor. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a 13-point lead. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these
Sorry,
RPOs?
they
It's
got
that
that
mesh
garbage.
point. It's the details
No.
right there. Not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do. And it
They put that in the
created
garbage.
the slightest of hesitation
So
for the
take the
defense.
tablet.
And that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit
Leave
the end
it.
zone.
Garbage. Leave.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
So,
On now is McManus to
Goes
kick
in the
this
third
away.
base.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard
Yeah.
line.
Thank you.
On the set.
Yo.
Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, first and
Hold
10.
on.
Here we go.
Come on, Mr. Net, bro.
Pass the 60.
The motion at tight end left.
Go ahead.
Walker on first down. And gets a few on the plunge forward.
That is
Bro,
simply
did you
a
not see how the
stay on
game
schedule.
started, bro?
Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Bro, like, ain't no fucking way a D tackle is going to play a fucking bubble screen like
4
that. Pick
yards on
that
that
shit off
first
and take
down
it to the
run.
field.
Here's second and 6. Play fake. It's Milton. Look at that power. Deep left side. And that would have been a big completion, Brock, if not for that middling defender who knocked it away. And sets up third down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so
Bro,
fast.
I
Those
just
windows
beat them in the
close in a
eyes, bro.
hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. They'll air it out on third. Throwing the out route complete.
I don't know, bro.
And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45.
All you can do is shake your
I mean,
head
I'm talking
sometimes.
even
Sure,
if
the
you
pass
want.
play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
Now, not a traditional
Yeah,
spot
yeah,
we see
yeah.
teams going for it, but they only need a few inches. They're going for this.
Nah.
He's able to hit Felton. This is caught.
So,
And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield. So they hit him for 5 yards
bro.
on fourth down, and they get the successful
big
conversion.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted. He got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
you guys just really be out here saying, I see exactly what you're doing, bro. That shit's not gonna work. Keep running up that slide.
Off the play fake. Here's Milton. Take it in by Felton, left side.
Keep running up that shit.
And he's going to be driven
Yeah.
out, but a nice pickup. Gain about 8, second down.
That is a textbook first down completion. It sets up
This
second
one
and
got
very
14
manageable.
points back in
Create
front of
space to take that shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is second and 2.
I ain't gonna say first half, bro.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw.
Look at this shit, bro. You feel better ball than
Try getting it to Nico Collins. But still plenty of options left on third and short.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for
bro. Come on,
themselves.
bro. You see this shit, bro? He's not giving me a better ball, bro.
18 Cardinal, 18
This
Cardinal. Ready?
Throwing now on third and 2.
Yeah.
Down the field. He's got Pierce. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it's going to be first down Miami.
Okay.
It's a gain of 20.
Trap 50, trap
First
50.
down, Miami.
He's going to throw it again. Brought in close to the 8. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. When you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
Working inside the red zone. Buying some time right. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Man, bro.
So they fire for the end zone on first down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on second and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week, continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
Viking 18.
Back to throw. Here's Milton. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup. Yeah. Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your...
A whole touchdown, bro.
Touchdown! The Dolphins making a 1-score game in the first half. Kenneth Walker, the
just missed the ball, bro.
A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
How about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop them on 3rd and goal.
This one is up and good. And the Dolphins chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
I guess I don't look good. Alright. I ain't even gonna. I would really like low-key contemplating on letting the computer draft my team. Yeah. Like if I'm able to make like the first 2 rounds.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away.
Kaya, stop being so loud.
To return. Now bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Ready! Crack all 80. Ready!
No run from the gun. Called in left side. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the 1st.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
70 Wolf.
Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. First down from the 42. On the draw, this is Taylor. And they send him straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
They go again with Taylor. Now he's past the
Damn it,
25.
get me your fucking horses, bro.
Game works for the
Like, what are you
touchdown.
jogging for, dog?
The Steelers grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. McManus on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle.
Oh.
And the Steelers double their lead to 14.
All right.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
On now is McManus to kick this away. This return starts at the 5. some progress here. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him.
I mean, bro, Arizona's going to be my first pick if I had to talk to. Tired.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun.
I have to.
Has him on the quick hitter. And his first out of bounds after
I just believe it didn't
sound like a broken record when I talk about timing. You get the ball out on time and on rhythm. These outcuts, it is so imperative. And the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short.
Kyle, move. Get away.
And the Steelers take over on his 5th interception of the season.
I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
Let's go now.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. They go play action here. It's Milrow. Completed to his running back. He'll take this ahead to the 34-yard line. Christian Harris on the stop.
That's the defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular. When the back ended up being the target, they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4.
Let's go.
Trying for it with Milrow. It's on target to Johnson. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Milrow with it on 1st. Looking end zone. Touchdown denied. Knocked away. Incomplete.
Take it.
A small little jab there, finally landed by the defense, able to break up one of these passes, but let's be real. We know who's been landing the heavy punches all game long. Looks like they're going to keep being aggressive too, Kate. I love that. Stay on the gas.
Milrow throwing again now on 2nd down. That one connects.
What?
Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers get more points to end a lopsided first half. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. McManus there to tack on the point after. And the Steelers stretch their lead to 21.
Dolphins 14. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends on half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
All right, stop being a menace, bro.
One last play before the break.
Come on. Set. Crack all in. Big Lion.
Yes.
Yep, as expected. They go to the grab to start this one off. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half.
What's up to the what? You're not taking the plans on. It's not even yours.
On now is McManus to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10.
19 tight.
They send a man in motion. Here's Milton, 1st and 10.
So you're telling me this nigga
Dose of the
is
hurry up offense here.
Milton sacked. A 10-yard loss on the play. It's 2nd down.
Got the Rangers. Dragon 60. Mustang 19.
Shotgun snap here to Milton. It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
Just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times you see the backs out of the backfield and just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the 1st down.
Milton now. Gets everything he has under this one. This is caught inside the 15. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal. Dose of the hurry up here.
70. 50 Eagles.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Go check.
1st and goal. Here's Walker. He's able to manage a couple on that run. Offense in a hurry up here.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Throwing now, Milton. He will take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Looking to tack on the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins get it back to a 14-point game. Stonehouse now to kick this one away.
I got tired.
Chandler now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Chandler on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Going trips left here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinals, 60 Mavericks. Buffalo 18. Go.
Shotgun now for Milrow. Running right side by Moore. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand. All set to go now from the 35.
8, let's go. Cowboy 80. 18 Cardinal.
From the gun, Taylor. Here he goes again. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of the broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. And because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
19 Tiger, 19.
From the gun, Milrow. Drops this underneath to Taylor. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps these drive moving.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
19, half the 60, half the 60.
They give to Taylor, right side. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. Offense up to the line fast.
60 boxes, 60 boxes.
Second and 9.
Throwing now, Milrow. It's caught right side by Johnson. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a 1st and goal.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
On the 6.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Here we go, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
Here's Taylor from the pistol. He's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play 1st and goal situations too. Because a run like that now, well, leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6.
Cowboy 80. 60 boxes, 60 boxes. Ready.
Here's another for it. And this is headed the wrong way. He's closed in on for a loss. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you can put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9, all the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Okay, break.
Defense bringing in a 5th DB, 3rd and goal.
Get up. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
3rd and long for him here. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. Extra point try is good by McManus. And the Steelers stretch their lead to 21.
Dolphins 21. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
On now is McManus to kick this away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Milton. Buys time, rolling right. Cut down the field. It's Pitts. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. Working quickly here.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
18, Pioneer, Dragon 60.
They'll work against the blitz. Throwing for the back of the end zone. And this finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. And they've loved the scoring production he's brought out of their offense. That touchdown gives him 10 on the season. Setting up to try the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Dolphins get it back to a 14-point game. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Prime Time. And when we resume play, it'll be with a kickoff. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Reed. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
60 Bobcat. Ready. Bronco 80.
To the air, Milrow. Short pass brought in. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel it in.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Second down now, 7 to go.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Here's Milrow to throw. Throw left side, caught by Neighbors. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Off the play fake, Milrow. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's going for it himself. He loses the football. And the Dolphins got it. It's a foot race. And Miami returns this to the end zone.
That's
Touchdown.
bullshit.
The Dolphins now within one score in the fourth. He took off with it, which they gave him full license to do when he sees an opening, Brock. But he couldn't keep it secure, and it winds up in a defensive touchdown.
Kid, I played for coaches that when you scramble, they force you to have two hands on the ball because they know this. They know these defenders love for these moments. They attack the looseness of that ball security. Quarterbacks, unlike running backs, don't always know how to tuck that ball away. And this defense, well, they took advantage.
On the return, here comes Reed. Things going well so far. Still going! And a great return goes out of bounds just a few seconds short of the promised land, right at the 15-yard line.
You know, Kate, it's fun talking to these elite kick returners over the years and how much they visualize. As they're sitting back there waiting for the kickoff return, they're visualizing, well, a house call. And there was some serious explosiveness from him on that one. He may not have gotten all the way to the house, but he's setting his offense up in the red zone, which is pretty darn good.
Taylor trying the left side. And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Milrow from the gun. Into traffic, complete.
Why are we snitch sticking me, bro?
Get into 1st and goal.
Making that throw, he double covers to a running back. I don't want to live off of that, and I certainly am not going to count on it. Give some credit to the effort it took to make that catch. A whole bunch of bodies around him.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal.
Let's go now. Ready?
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive
Go
play.
get in the
Jarred
bed.
loose,
If
incomplete.
you're tired, just go get in the bed.
It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that makes it 2nd and goal. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock. But down this close
let's
as a
go get
former
in the bed.
quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind them, now listen guys, it's going to be contested. We know this is a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't. Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. With a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal.
Ready?
Looking to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're going for the end zone.
You got to peek out here. All right.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Fields this one at the 3. And he's brought down just beyond the 25-yard
People
line.
don't know how to fucking take this shit.
26-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
79 gross. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Go.
Out of the gun. It's Milton. On the move. Headed right. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Okay, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Still 10 to go. Second down now from the 26.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Hurt. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Trap 50. Trap 50.
To throw, Milton. Finds him over the middle. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Go street. Mustang 19. Buffalo 18. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Warriors 17. 19 Lions. Ready.
Now Milton to throw. Completes downfield to Felton. There it is. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins now within one score in the fourth. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. On return, here comes Reed. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers leading by 7. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Milrow looking to throw. That's complete to Reed.
I knew I should have put him
Is up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. That's a good find from the Alabama rookie, and that'll give him a new set of downs. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Taylor now up the middle. Get some space around midfield. And he's going to be brought down into enemy territory now at the 46. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Danger, King. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Taylor again. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves.
And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
18, Pioneer. Go.
He'll throw it. Defender
talking about
right as the ball
Woodson.
does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That's what I'm talking about.
Just couldn't hang on
That's
to the
Cisco.
contact.
Talking
And now they're staring at 4th and long. The
Just clutch it
Steelers
up.
set to punt it. It'll be Daniel Whelan doing the
43
honors.
seconds, 2 timeouts. Okay.
Now this one, not much of a chance of it staying in the field of play. They'll mark it out at the 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Travel, 19 tight, 19 tight. 7 Pirates, 7 5, Panther 11, Panther 11.
He'll look to throw it. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Back to throw. Has a man downfield. It's Collins. He's going to be stopped right around the 37. Giving an 18-yard pickup there. And that is the Dolphins' 1st down. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line. Here he is to throw. Trying to push deep downfield. Good coverage.
Where's the PI?
Downfield, throw knocked away. That's going to send it back to the line for 2nd.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
19 Lions. Trap 60, trap 60. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 18 Rattlers, 18 Rattlers.
Setting up to pass. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted.